What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're gonna be discussing some of my decks that I'm gonna be using to compete in this world qualifying championships. I almost said World Cup, but it's same. It's the World Championship qualifiers for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Master Duel. And I thought I'd share some thoughts of decks that I'm trying to build. And as you can see, like through their titles, you can see what kind of ideas I've been brainstorming lately. Now let's just go to my main deck right now. Like this is the one I use in my videos, the one I use in my streams, etc., etc. It's the Fiendsmith Labyrinth, right? And it's pretty much, as it's titled, it's a combination of Fiendsmith and Labyrinth. What Labyrinth monsters I have in there kind of change here and there, but I think I've definitely, like, this is like the final form of this deck, where it's hand traps, bestial hand traps, with, yes, Baldrake included, because yes, including Baldrake, because I control a lot of light and dark monsters. Like this entire deck is light and dark. Labyrinth, bestial Labellion, right? Dark bestials, light, dark. You know, all my main monsters are light or dark. Light, dark, light. So it makes sense to have a bestial Baldrake, or otherwise, like, you just go for a Drusur regardless. Like all the other bestials are unless if you're running an actual bestial a bestial like deck. That's what you do. Also, I have Branded Regain just in case, like, anybody, like, again, it's one good with bestials. If I banish anything, I could draw just one by shuffling it, or if anybody banishes any of my own stuff. So if anybody banishes my own stuff, because my deck is also light and dark, which that means it's also weak into bestials, Branded Regain is there to make sure that I don't lose out on an Eldritch, Nibiru, Fiendsmith Engraver, etc., etc., right? So this is the deck. Yeah, main Fiendsmith engine, a little bit of Labyrinth support, right? And bestial hand traps with bestial Labellion. And all honestly, I probably don't need bestial Labellion that much. I just need these guys, you know what I mean? So it's like, I could take these out for maybe two of those, right? This deck is ever changing. Like, for example, I don't even need two Fiendsmith tracks, but I still have it for some reason. Because let's be honest, why do you need two? You know, you only really need one. This card is one card combo. Why would you need two one card combos? And even when you're doing recursion on Desiree, you still don't need tracked. You know, you're just doing everything in the graveyard. So I always look at this deck and I always change a few things. And I'll show you why I changed about it. I have a few things that I changed about it, but this is the main deck, right? So ends in, you got all your normal hand traps, all your normal counter spells, right? All your staples, and you obviously have trap tricks into Labyrinth stuff, into obviously Kyrie and Paradise. Kyrie, so I could maybe get Rex Tremende on the board. And I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I don't like Rex Tremende. I don't know why. Let me know in the comments below if you use Rex Tremende over Desiree, but I think Desiree is 1,000 times stronger than Rex Tremende, because to get to Rex Tremende to begin with, you gotta use Desiree, and by having Desiree on the field, you're piercing damage, you're affected by card effects anyways, and why would you not use Desiree? Like, I just don't get it. Maybe Rex Tremende is more of a going second. Like, again, guys, I might be competing, I might make Yu-Gi-Oh videos, but I'm open to learning. Like, I've always said this in all my Yu-Gi-Oh videos. I'm so open to learn this game. I used to play this game all the time as a kid, stopped, and now I'm back. So all this stuff is kind of new to me, kind of not. So I'm learning as we go. But, like, is Rex Tremende like you're going second fusion? So, like, once you summon it, like, it's there, like, it's doing its thing, right? I don't know. I just have not found a good use for this card yet. Everybody says it's broken or it's a fun card to use. I still haven't found a use for it. Normal links, you got Heretic Seal there, Augmente, Sequence, right? Requiem, all the standard Fiendsmith stuff. So that's the main deck. Now the side piece is a lot of fun. So let's talk about the side piece. Atlantean Mermaids. So this deck is a lot of fun. Now there's a few things I've changed, and there's a few things I've added to this deck since playing it. Now since playing it, it was a pure Atlantean and Mermaids deck, and it was fun. It was really good. But I saw one weakness of it is that it could kind of feel a little bit bricky. Like you need more water monsters than the actual Atlanteans themselves. So I added more water monsters. And then I looked somewhere, I don't know if it was on Yu-Gi-Oh! Tube or it was somewhere, I don't know where I got the idea from, for Ryugi's, or Ryugi? Whatever, I'm gonna just say Ryugi, right? Or Ryu, I'm gonna call them Ryus. So the Ryu cards, they said it's really powerful for Sword Soul. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, Sword Soul is water, because of Sword Soul Moya, you got Sheng Yin. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Sword Soul can rock with Atlantean Mermaids, right? So that's what I did here. That's what you see. Is obviously I have just normal Mermaids engine, your typical hand traps that you have to have, and then I have Sword Soul Moye, Sword Soul Taya, Strategist, and then I have these Ryu cards. This Kaiva card, this Enva card, and this Hakva card. This Hakva card works with my Sword Soul cards, and this Ryu cards work with my Atlantean cards because it's water and it's a sea serpent. But also this card works with my Ryuji zone, so I can summon all three of them. Now the issue I've had with this deck, right? It's not fun. I don't get this card, okay? Like this Sosi Ryuji Mistava, no idea why this card is any good, why it's even ultra rare, why it's even like good for this. It's as a spell, as a pendulum, you can use it to search your other Ryu cards and then put it on the top of your extra deck. So that's good. That's really good. So this searches into anything, right? Like this, Rising, its own monsters, etc. Right? So that's really good. But my only problem with it, it's a monster on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in the extra deck. You contribute one level 10 Ryuji monster, and if you do, special summon this card. I have to wait not only on my cards being destroyed, which that's not the whole point, because look at my extra deck. Like, my whole point of the extra deck is my cards actually do not get destroyed. But also on top of this, I have to still have a Ryuji on the field. But guys, if you don't know, like the whole point, if I have Ryujis on the field, is to go into Varidorus or Varidorus, my bad. But that's it. There's no reason for me to keep Ryujis on the board. I want to banish your hand with Ryuji Enva, right? And then go into Varidorus. Like, the Ryujis are there so that when I get into Mermaid, Sheng Ying, Ice Jade, right? All of those good stuff, Bahamut Shark, Abyssal, you name it. Whatever I open my hand on and my board on, there will always be a Ryuji card, but like this card effect is so dumb, I have to keep a Ryuji card on the field. My other summoning will be a Varidorus. The effect of Varidorus is 60 billion times better than this Mistava card. So why would I keep a Ryuji on the field? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the Ryuji so far for me have not felt really, not a really good engine. Like I said, yeah, the only good thing about them is they're level 10s, they're easily special summonable, and Varidorus is obviously a beast monster for level 10s. Sword Soul Emergence against Sword Soul, I also don't like Sword Soul. I'm gonna say it. I think it's really weak. Like, compared to my Atlanteans, like, the Atlanteans are I'm not complaining about Atlanteans. Atlanteans are insane, guys. If you never tried this deck, make sure you try it, whether you want 3 of or 2 of. You know me, I'm a more of a 2 of guys because I mix and match engines and all that stuff. But you could also try them at 3 of so you could get more recursion and all this. They're insane. This is an insane deck. Also, you could like combine Barrier, Statue of Torrent, and it's a floodgate. Like you could get this Marincis Coral Anemonen, and then you could dump this for your water effects. And then at the end of your, like, literally 300-second combo, you can go into Marincis and summon Barrier Statue of Torrent back, or you could Mermail King your Besidra and then summon your Barrier Statue. But at the end of the day, your end board will always be with Barrier Statue of Torrent. It's actually crazy. And look, wait, no, Barrier Statue of Torrent will not always be on your end board. You only have one of. Guys, this whole deck recycles this stuff. It's actually insane. Like, if I just open up Nepta Abyss, just Nepta Abyss, guys. You open up Nepta Abyss, your whole deck is dumped into the graveyard. If they didn't carry on, because Nepta Abyss dumps Mermail Special Summons and as a card, and Nepta Abyss as a card, like it's over, it's done. And then you want to always add the discarders, so then you can discard more water cards off from your hand, and then you're gonna get to all the way to super ancient deep sea. How do you say that? Colacanth? I just call him Deep Sea King. And you're gonna get to the Deep Sea King, and the Deep Sea King is gonna summon all the fish monsters from your deck, which are tuners. And this guy special summons a fish, serpent, or aqua monster in their graveyard. So like it's over. It's a full card combo. I really like them. They're really powerful. I just feel like Sword Soul is lacking a little bit behind it, and it actually kind of holds it back. You even have Small World, this Ryuji Warzone, Sword Soul Emergence. All these can search Sword Soul cards. Like all of them can. My issue is it's just like, why would I search Sword Soul cards when I could just search Atlantean cards? I think these Atlantean cards are much better at what they do than Sword Soul. Sword Soul open up the opportunities for more tuner monsters, but it's like, okay, so like I could go Barone and then Ice Jade, right? Like I don't need Cheng Ying or and then the Sword Soul Senator Star. I don't need them really. I could go Barone and Ice Jade. I could still have Emancipator. I could still have Fish, the White Aura Fish Synchros. What did I update them to? So as you can see there, so I have Fiend's Stun, Atlantean Tearless Scream, and Winged Beast of Prime. Now, Winged Beast of Prime is a whole new deck I'll get to at the end of the video. Let's talk about Fiend's Stun. So I showed you my main Fiendsmith deck. Now let's talk about this deck, right? So this deck is as it suggests. It's purely, it's a toxic ass deck, right? It has sprites, it has frogs, it has Melfies. I could go into Gigantic Sprite, I could go into Melfi the Forest, and then I could also get into Sprite Elf or Fiendsmith and board, right? So like it's extremely toxic. Now this is not new to me because my real life deck is similar to this, except like for a few changes. We have obviously Lacrima is banned, so we cannot use that. I use Angel Kato and Mad Golden Lord instead. And on top of it, I use, I believe, just, yeah, because Sprite Elf is also banned, so I only use Sprite Sprend. But Totally Awesome is not banned, so therefore, like, the Swap Frog combo with Mirror Mage of the Ice Barrier with the Freezing Chains is still an instant Totally Awesome. Here, you just make Melfi. So, but in TCG, I make Totally Awesome, and bro, I could have literally, like, I've done this. I could have Gigantic Sprite, Totally Awesome, Fiendsmith Desiree, and Mad Golden Lord, all on the field, one turn. It's actually absolutely insane. So Mad Golden Lord, unaffected by card effects, can be destroyed by battle, and that's a 3800 stick. So like, good luck out in that. Well, you can, like, unaffected by card effects and by battle. It's so good. And then obviously Fiendsmith Desiree is the negate on the field, and then Gigantic Sprite is the negate on the field with Totally Awesome. But here obviously we only have Melfi of the Forest. This deck is still good, but my TCG counterpart is better. Let me know what any changes I should make to this. One of my friends suggested I should add Paleozoic instead of frogs, and I'm gonna have to agree with them because I believe that although the frog and jade and Melfi's are good, they're only good if you have Totally Awesome, right? I don't think they're good when Totally Awesome is banned, which Totally Awesome is banned and on Master Duel. So I think he's right. I think I should add Paleozoic to this instead of frogs and Mirror Jade. What do you guys think? Should I add Paleozoic? If there is any break situations, Fiendsmith is there to make us not break. Again, easy one card combo into Moon of the Closed Heaven if I open up any other hand, or if I open up Fiendsmith. I mean, I just open up Fiendsmith, right? Like, Fiendsmith is always a one card combo, no matter what card you start with, whether it's Engraver, Tract, Hack Eviluri. Like, they're all one card combos. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Eldritch is still there, by the way, too. Like, it's not like even like because it's my favorite card, yada yada yada, blah blah. But Eldritch is actually really important because I want to out my old floodgates. I don't want to get floodgated. I want to floodgate the opponent, but I don't want to get floodgated in return. If you guys don't know, Eldritch can out any trap or spell you've set, or any monster you've set. So if I have a Majesty Fiend, well, Majesty Fiend I could just out with Requiem, so I'm fine. Or against Floodgates, you always play Eldritch, or against Eldritch. You see Eldritch played against you because Eldritch is there, you know, whether they're a fan of the card or not, just basically there to guarantee, oh, I don't floodgate myself. I could just out that real quick, you know? So there's other cards that do the same thing, but Eldritch is just really good because obviously it floats, it can mill itself out, and now it could go into Angelicado, into Mad Golden Lord, or it could go into Veridurus if you have two of on the field. Atlantean Tournament Scream, guys. So remember before when I said the Ryuji cards are feeling too weak with Atlanteans? Like, what water deck is really powerful? Like, really powerful. Like, really powerful. Now, obviously, Fairy Tail Snow is banned in TCG. There's a lot of cards here that are not banned in Master Duel are banned in TCG, like it's calls, which make our life a little bit easier, so we don't have to run Beast King, etc., etc. Guys, I tried it on Duel Nexus. Trust, this deck works like a fucking charm. I could have, hear this out. Rakalos, Barone, and Ice Jade with Mermail King on the field at the same time. That is absolutely insane. Now, the only weakness to this deck is, again, so Atlanteans dump 20 cards into the grave. Trillimus dumps every card into the grave, right? So the weakness is you might deck out, right? So I added a few reshufflers, right? Like, obviously, like Keldo, like Madura. It's still not enough. You would see me, like, turn 3, like, with, oh, let me add screen back. You'd see me turn 3 like with like 10 cards left in my deck. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but with like 6 Omni Negates on the field. This deck is hilarious. I think this is like the most tier 0 deck I played, and this probably will be the deck I switch to if like I start suffering any losses. Again, I'm not really a meta whore, but when it's gonna come to this World Championship qualifiers, I'm gonna play against into a lot of Fiendsmith control, right? So. And a lot of Fiendsmith control it's Fiendsmith Tearlaments, Fiendsmith Snake Eyes, right? So it's gonna be Fiendsmith Kashtira. Like there's gonna be a lot of disgusting decks. If I go first on this deck, oh, I won automatically, by the way. Like if I go first on this deck, I won automatically because I set up end board no matter what. It's like I said, Atlanteans are really powerful. They set up end board no matter what. If you open up Tearlaments, you also set up end board no matter what. So this deck, no matter what, will set up end board because also like if I like for example, if Rhinoheart dumps any cards into the graveyard, or if Kashtira dumps any cards to the graveyard, my cards do get activated because that's a water effect monster. Now obviously they don't get activated off Shireen. They don't get activated off any of the Tearlaments grief. I mean any of the Tearlaments cards that dump into the graveyard. But I mean most of the time you are gonna dump from Rhinoheart and Kashtira, so then Mermail gets activated. You see where it goes, right? Now you might be wondering, why the fuck would you have a fish normal card to troll? That's it. That's literally it. Now you could be arguing you should add Torrential Tribute back, or what is it called? Like Statue of something like that, the floodgate where you can only special summon water monster. But the only issue is, although most of my deck is water monsters, Palladium Heart is not, and Barone is not. So, which these are two really important cards that I have to go into on Master Duel. Now, in real life, if I would play the CCG, obviously I would just only have Rocolos. Like every other card here, well, one, this is banned, and then two, you don't actually want to use Palladium Heart or TCG. So, but bro, if Barone is accessible to me, I want to use Barone. Like, it is what it is. I think this deck is insane. Like I said, I tried it on Nexus. Like, it's pretty much end board guaranteed. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll be able to see the amount of crazy end boards I've created with that Finsta Sun deck and with this Atlantean chilling screen. This deck is insane. I just want to mention one change that I had. I did have Gotia the Deep Beyond. Now the reason why I had Gotia the Deep Beyond is because Keldor banishes itself, Modora banishes itself, Fairy Tail still banishes 7 cards. So that is 7 cards. That is 9 cards, not even adding any other banished cards that would have been on the field, like just if the opponent played into pistols or whatever it may be. I get out one shot with Gotti. But the only reason why I went against it is because it's like, bro, if I could set up into Barone, into Administrator, into all these Omni Negates, there is no reason for me to play a one-shot character, because these guys not only have high attack, they're 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, like, they're good. They're good, trust. Even then, like, I could play World Sea Dragon. So if I wanted to banish the field, I can with World Sea Dragon. And he's very possible because Mermaid King is guaranteed one more extra monster. Oh yeah. Because Mermaid King, like I said, is pointing to Ice Shade, Barone, Administrator, or Rocolos. Like it's always pointing to those cards. And yeah, it's too good. We have Abyss Dweller and Bahamut Shark, and these are banned TCG because these are the most broke water decks are extremely broke, and these are the most, not only just water deck wise, just normal wise, just the most broke level 4 XYZs. I don't know why they're still not, if Totally Awesome is banned but these are not banned, is crazy. Like this, I have Abyss Dweller to completely stop any graveyard shenanigans. So if you play Fiendsmith, say bye-bye, I have Abyss Dweller on the field. Bahamut Shot goes into Lavirtue Dragon, and then that detaches material to my other XYZ monsters. So like if I just opened up XYZ monsters, I could take Lavirtue stuff and put it in Abyss Dweller, and that's a little bit more of graveyard floodgate that I have for the next turn. I could just get Ice Jade, Emancipator, and Rocolos with like Mermaid King pointing. That's like a GG's board. If I have on top of it Barrier Sexual the Torrent, I think I keep it. I think yes, I keep just one up just in case that if I want to floodgate my opponent, because I think that's a powerful floodgate. Like who plays water? Who plays water? Not a lot of people do, and these decks are broken. I forgot to mention, yes, so I think I did, but just to elaborate. So the Amazon of the Seas is a fish level 4 normal, which works with Super Ancient Deep Sea King. And we wonder, why not add an effect monster? Why are you wasting your card on a vanilla? One, this is such an old awesome card. This is one of my favorite fish cards. But on top of it, Super Ancient Deep Sea King, yes, summons as many level 4 or lower fish monsters, but they can now declare attacks and their effects are negated. So it's for sure, and it's level 4, so like it goes into Emancipator anyways, right? But it's for sure. They're like, oh, he summoned a vanilla fish monster, right? Like that's the type of thing I'm looking for. Again, it's about some mental stuff. They're like, oh, vanilla, okay, I see it. I mean, I could go with another fish tuner, like Fishborg Harpooner, a second one. But let's be honest, I do not need those. Now, the Fishborg Harpooner didn't used to be in the deck, guys. So this card is so good. But do you know its #1 fucking weakness that I always hated? If you draw this card, it's dead. And your synchros are dead turn 1 on Atlanteans. That's so mind-boggling to me. Because you have to go from Abyss Shrine, tribute an Atlantean monster into it, so you could get all your fish monsters are the synchros, obviously. But if it's in your hand, it's dead. It's literally dead. Like it's literally a dead card, guys. Like unless like I somehow find a way to dump it into the graveyard with like Minimal Abyssus, and then grab it back with Abystrite. But that takes like that is a bit too long of a combo. You might get nibbed. You never know what could go on. But now with Fishborg Harpooner, this fixes it. Like I could just show Fishborg Harpooner, show Deep Kingsing, and then dump Fishborg Harpooner. I don't need Fishborg Harpooner. Yeah, he's in the graveyard, but guys, I could recycle him with Gluttonous. I could recycle him with Marincess. Like it's not over. Like I'm not missing out on a tuner. Like, yeah, I might not go Emancipator Rising Dragon because I don't have any more to go with Amazon of the Seas, but I go into White Aura, that goes into the Bestrites, then goes into Poseidra, then it goes into two Synchros. That's the Atlantean Terminal Screams, appropriately named. Now, the next deck, I'm gonna admit, it was not inspired by me, or it wasn't inspired by stuff you can see. It's called Winged Beast of Primite, and it's inspired by one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh video curators, Jesse Cotton. And I saw a video of him playing Harpy Ladies with Primite. Now, as you guys know, if you've watched it in my Yu-Gi-Oh videos, I don't know if you have, but I hate Primite. I absolutely, well, specifically like the Blue Eyes deck with Primite. I absolutely hate that deck. The amount of control it has, it's absolutely disturbing. And I saw the video with him playing it with Harpies. I was like, oh, this is a little bit creative, because like it's the same type of control as a Blue Eyes, because you still got Harpy Feather Storm, Cyber Slash into Barone. So it's still the same control as a Blue Eyes deck, except you're playing Harpies. Tier 0 Prime my Blue Eyes. Like this has a little bit more novelty. And to be fair, although I was inspired by the deck profile itself, I still added a little bit of my own spin to it, to be fair. Now at first, actually, I added Albaz cards, and Albaz cards, as you know, it has a lot of good synergy with Winged Beast cards, but then I felt it was a little bit too much Mix-Maxy engines. Sometimes, like, when you Mix-Max engines, like the Atlanteans and the Elements, you have a great result, and all of them synergize with each other, but sometimes, I don't know, it felt a little bit clunky. A little bit clunky did Albaz with the Winged Beast. Now, obviously, there is a Run Burn Drum, or whatever he's called, the Winged Beast, plus a Fallen of Albaz into Mirror Jade, etc., etc. But it just felt a little bit too clunky for my liking. So I was like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. So Albaz did not work. But what could amplify this deck except for fusion cards? Because I only did have the one Cyber Slash Lady and Delder Entity, Entis, or whatever you want to call her. So I did have those still, but I didn't have these extra synchros. So I'm like, okay, what could amplify this? I already have Magma Hut to search for Pet Dragon. I already have Primite, which are dragons. Ringo Worm! I'm like, Ringo Worm works great here, because you know how I found out about Ringo Worm? It's how I found out when I was building my Atlantean Sword Soul deck. A lot of people were like, oh, you have to use Ringo Worm to make Sword Soul powerful, etc., etc. But I'm like, I couldn't fit Ringo Worm in because it's a light dragon, obviously. Like, I'm working with a full water deck. Ringo Worm here works... Shit, bro. Ringo Worm works magnificently with this deck. Guys, just read the effect real quick. If a face-up non-effect monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, if you synchro summon this turn, you can banish this card and then special summon a tuner, a worm tuner. Yeah, that means anytime I have Harpy Lady, and I'll get to this card in a second, but anytime I have Harpy Lady out on the field, let's just say like I do Primite, Primite Search Lord, Lord Search Beam, and then Lord Search Harpy on the field. Now I have Primite and Harpy on the field. If I have this in my hand, special summon Ringworm, and then go into Cyber Slash from the Harpy and the Primite, and then go into Barone from the Ringworm. I need a level 12 synchro here, guys. I don't know who, but let me know down in the comments below what level 12 synchro I could level up to from Barone, which is insane. Like, I could go, yes, with this deck, you could go into level 12 synchros. Like this is absolute insanity. So yeah, so absolutely perfection. It works magnificently. You have Power Pro Lady Sisters. Now, why is this card here? Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is literally, so look at this, guys. So Harpy Lady Sisters is a garbage card by every normal account. It's so garbage. Cannot be normal summoned. Must be first special summoned with Elegant Egotist. And as you clearly see, by the way, which I will get to in a little bit, we don't have Elegant Egotist in this deck. Anyways, you have Harpy Lady Sister, which is an effect monster. It's not on normal, so I can't summon it through Primite, and I have to summon it through Elegant Egotist, which I don't have. Power Pro Lady Sisters, literally same stats, same level, win monster. It's literally based off Harpy Lady Sisters, and it's a normal. It's a wing beast normal. So I'm able to search this off of Primite every single time, and it works as a novelty. Like, hey, yeah, I don't have Harpy Lady Sisters in the Harpy deck, but at the same time, I kind of do. And it's like an ultra rare version of them, right? This literally is a better version of Harpy Sisters because it just says normal, and it works with Primite. Not only that, it works with Primate. It also works with my Harpy Pet Dragon because level 6 or lower wind monsters special summon. So, guys, that's why I have Power Pro Lady Sister, and that's something I changed off Jessica Khan's deck. And then on top of it, what I changed is I removed all the Harpy support except for Harpy Hunting Ground, because obviously this one is really good. Like, if at any time I summon a Harpy Lady, which is gonna be most of the time, I could destroy a spell card on a spell on a trap on the field. That's really good. Elegant Egotist and Hysteric Sign are really bad cards. Might as well just run Unexpected Die. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, when this card is activated, you can add one Elegant Egotist from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So one, I didn't run Elegant Egotist to begin with, so that's why I removed Hysteric Sign too, because it's an Elegant Egotist searcher. But then during the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there, add up to 3 Harpy cards with different names from your deck. We only literally have the one Harpy card. Hey guys, future Zanzun here. And yes, I do realize if I dump this card into the graveyard, it doesn't just only search Harpy Lady, it also, of course, Harpy Hunting Ground and Harpy Feather Dust, etc., like all the Harpy counter traps, which I do not need to search, actually, because I mill out my deck enough with Ringworm and with Primite to the point where there is actually no need to just add more, frankly, breaking into my deck that is Hysteric Sign and Ego Elegance. I don't even know, I don't remember the name. But yes, I do realize you can search the powerful trap card and also Harpy Hunting Ground alongside my only Harpy Lady, but it's not important to the point where it needs to take +6 in my, oh no, what would it be, +4 in my deck. So yes, I know I said I only have one Harpy Lady, but yes, I do realize it could search into the traps. Anyways, back to Passoon. That's it. So I think he had Harpy Perfumer, right? Or what? No, Harpy Queen. So, and a lot of other decks run Harpy Charmer / Harpy Perfumer. I'm running 0. I'm just literally just running Harpy Lady. So Elegant Egotist is useless because I mean, Hysteric Sign is useless because I don't have Elegant Egotist to begin with. And then 2, the graveyard effect, I can't use it because I only run one Harpy Lady. And then obviously Power Pro Lady Sister. The only downside is there's not a description in this card that says treat this as a Harpy Lady Sister card. If Bandai, you add, oh Bandai, I work with Dragon Ball, my bad guys, my bad. It's Konami. Konami's way better. Sorry Konami guys. If Konami adds a what is that, Aurora? I forgot what the term called, but where it's like, it says this card is treated as a Harpy Lady Sisters. Guys, this deck would even be, I think this deck would be tier 0 after that. But even then, like, it still works because I could Primite search Power Lady Sisters, and then go into Ring of Worm if I have Ring of Worm in my hand, and that's a full combo to Separate Slash into Burrow into floor. Every turn, if I draw into Primite and Ring of Worm, I have Burrow into floor. If I draw into Harpy Lady into any of my other level 4, okay, I only draw Separate Slash Lady, which is fine. Because look at the control, and this is where I didn't change anything off the deck. Look at the control this deck has. Harpy Feather Storm, Infinite Imperm, Forbidden Droplet. I added Crossout Designator and Nibiru, Triple Tactics Talent, and Called by the Grave, because obviously I'm not using 3 of Hysteric Sign or 3 of Elegant Egotist. And even then, guys, like, even if I wanted a searcher like Elegant, again, so Elegant only if there's a Harpy Lady on the field, you can special summon another Harpy Lady from your hand or deck. Terrible card. I'm sorry, why would you even run one of this? Like, if I wanted a searcher for my Harpies, which I don't, that's what Primite is there for, I would run Unexpected Die. It's a way better searcher. Look, if you control no monsters, special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your deck. It's not even like a Harpy Lady searcher, it's an any level 4 normal searcher. Obviously the only level 4 normal I have in my deck is Harpies, but still, I'm saying, like, it's just a way better card. Way better card than Elegant Egotist, and it supports Harpies from the deck. We have Harpy Feather Duster. Again, everything in his deck was the same that I took inspiration of, except I had a Crossout with Nib. I think this deck, like, and I tried it out on Nexus, guys, this deck is insane. We didn't even get into the extra deck. Like, you got Entity, Entis, which one Synchro and 1 XYZ monster. Guess what, guys? I will always have probably a Synchro and XYZ monster on the field, and it summons level 4 monsters, which obviously Harpy Lady is a level 4 monster, and it itself is a level 4 monster, so I could recycle maybe a Cyber Slash. It's insane synergy this Entity card has on my deck. Obviously, Cyber Slash Harpy Lady is literally the best Harpy card in my deck. I need a new Synchro. I just added QB because I did manage to summon it with a little bit of Ghost Ogre shenanigans with my Power Lady Sisters. I want a level 12, but I don't know what level 12 to go around with Barone that would synergize as well. Obviously, Barone, it's a wind, so like if I ever use Dominus Purge, guys, this deck is this broken. I could have a Harpy's Feather Duster with a Barone the floor, and a Dominus Impurge ready to just assassinate you from playing the game. Like, it's honestly so broke. And then on top of it, I have Castle. Castle is really important. It's not about the effect. Now, the effect is actually really good. Like, it says, you can detach 1 material from this card, target 1 face-up monster in the field, change it to face-down position. That's an insane effect to have going second. Like, I could just disable your effect if you have an effect monster on the field. You could detach 2 materials from this card, and then target 1 face-up card on the field, shuffle into a deck. Like, that's insane. This guy has insane effects. And he could be, like, insane recursion from my cards that I need to get off from the graveyard, like, look at Primite, a 3rd barrel, right? That's not the point. The point is he's a Wing Beast, which meaning I could not only just have this card, I could have Harpy Feather Storm. So if I have Harpy Feather Storm in my hand and I can't go into Cyber Slash Lady, I can most likely go into Castel. That means I have a usable Harpy Feather with this broke XYZ on the field. Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, I know people have in his deck he had Lightning Chidori, or I had the water XYZ one with the 2 wing beasts. I forgot what it was called, that disables all the monster effects on the field. It was also a pretty good card. But this one, I switched to this one because this is a wing beast that not only has just a solid effect, it works with Harpy Feather Storm, right? So, like, I don't want to have this in defense position or this in defense position. So this Zodiac, pretty self-explanatory. If any of my Tri Brigades, I'm not familiar with this card because it's been banned for the entire time I've been playing TCG, guys. I'm very new to TCG, so anything competitive, which is TCG wise, that I bring to Master Duel with me is incredibly like new. But Zodiac Trident has been banned since I've been playing, right? Here it's not banned, which I can see why it's banned in TCG. It's actually a really broke card, and you could go to it very easily because of this Zodiac chain. Zeus, Typhon, pretty simple stuff. If you have XYZs in your deck, you have to finish them off with Zeus and Typhon. Typhon, now this is one important thing you gotta realize about this deck. If you did use a Dominance Purge, you can't use Typhon, so just be careful with that. Same thing with, yeah, Tri-Brigade Shreg. The reason why I had QB is that he's another wind. Yep, he's very safe, and she's light, she's very safe. So your extra deck is mostly safe. Heretic of the Heavenly Spheres. Why? Because I could have a Harpy Pet Dragon, and then I could go and I could have a Harpy Lady on the field, and from a Harpy Lady I could go into World of Child's Dragon, and that's a dragon with another dragon that makes Heretic Seal, and that's Escalade can get disabled through Dominance Purge, but I mean, again, at the same time, you gotta just have Escalade Knight, and just in case everything breaks, and for some reason I just only open up Winged Beasts. And there's Winged Beasts on my graveyards, and then I go into Tri-Brigade, what's our face? Tri-Brigade Ferret. Yes, you can go into Shreg. Actually, I'm gonna replace this with the Scarclaw, because Scarclaw monster is not only is a Beast Warrior, but it's also easier to summon. And it's level 3 and it's 3000 attack, and I think it has a better effect. Like this one, like actually I'm gonna do it now. So look at the Scarclaw, right? Yes, he's a dark monster, but same thing with this guy. He's also a dark monster. But look at this. Scarclaw Tryhard is 3 effect monsters, which is it's very easy to summon if I went into Tri-Brigade. All face-up monsters on the field are changed to defense position. Insane. Unaffected by effects of defense position monsters. Insane. Obviously, this effect to summon Scareclaw will not be able to have it, but who cares? I'm here to disable your effects as a Beast Warrior, which works with my deck. I have Beast, Winged Beast, right? This is a Beast, and it says 2 Beast Warrior, etc. So yeah, I think I'm gonna replace it with Scareclaw. Scareclaw is just too broke to not have. So there you guys have it. I talked a lot. I know I did. I'm so sorry about that, but like these, obviously I don't have the UR points right now, but I'll grind some UR points. Maybe disable my Fiendsmith Labyrinth deck. But these will be my decks playing this championship. This, and this. Let me know what you think of my decks, and if there's any improvements. I don't know when you see this video, so I don't know if the World Championship thing is over or not. But let me know if I can, even then, even if it's over, let me know if I can improve these, or if you play these and if you've improved on them. I take ideas all day, guys. I'm really addicted to these, to not only this game, but these decks in general. Like creating all these different ideas and different ways to play actually like reignited something in me. I don't know what. I've been addicted to playing Yu-Gi-Oh recently, and that's what I've been doing. It's just like deck combination, deck after deck combination after deck combination. It's been a lot of fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.